Hello students, today we learned very important topic recursion. So recursion previously videos we learned how to create function in Python. So it is next class is recursion. A function a function which call itself is known as recursive function. This process is known as recursion. So every time we create a function, generally once we create a function and we call a function, but if we call function inside function, such type of calling is known as recursion. So recursion is based on LIFO. LIFO means last in first out. So element which comes last, it will come out first. So this topic we learned by the example. So here we write a program here to input a number and find its factorial value using recursively. So in previous video we learned finding factorial value by function, by loop. So today we learned find factorial value by using recursion. So first, this is our main. Here we are going to input a number and f equal to factorial n. It means we are calling a function with value of n and its result will be equal to f. So whenever we call the function, this function will be called. So here it is function definition. So this thing we have to learn. So this is our factorial x. So whatever we input n, like we input n equal to 5. So 5, the value of x will be equal to automatically 5. So when first time this function will be called factorial 5, then it will check x equal to 1. If x equal to 1, so in this case x is equal to 5. So it will return x means 5 factor into factorial x minus 1. It means 5 minus 1, which is equals to 4. So functions body, factorial's function body calling factorial function. So a function which call itself is known as recursive function. So in this function, factorial function calling itself inside its body. So that's why it is called recursive function. So when we call this function now factorial 4, the value of x equal to 4. So again it will check it is x equal to 1, no, then else return x means 4. So previously function call it will return 5, then now this time 4 into factorial x minus 1, it means factorial 3. Again value of x will be equal to 3, again it is called. So x equal to 1, then so x is not equal to 1, it is equals to 3, then 5 into 4 into 3 into factorial 2. Again we call this way, then x equal to 1, then if x equal to 1, then it will return 1. So there is no function calling, so program will be stopped and final value of factorial 5 is equals to 120, return to the f. So f equal to 120 and we are going to print output factorial is f. So once we execute the program, so let's start the Python. File, open. So I open the program. First it will ask enter number n. So here we are going to input 5, then it will solve all the process. Run. So enter number 5. So factorial is 120. So if I enter, again I execute the program, run module, and I enter 3. So it means 3 into 2 into 1. It means 3 into 2 into 1 equals to 6. So we can find factorial value of any number using recursive function. So another program we have. So it is a program to solve to input base and power and solve it. So first we are going to input base, like base is 2 and enter power is 3, so it will solve 2 की power 3 which is equals to 8. This program will be executed by using recursive function. So here we execute the program recursively. So I execute the program, run module. So here I write base 2 and power equal to 3. Then result is 8. So first we understand how this program will be executed. Like our base is 2 and power is 3. So whenever we call this function, so first of all our formula is like if base equal to 2, if base equal to and power equal to 3, first it will check p equal to 0. In this case our p equal to 3, so it is not 0. So it will return 2 into power solve 2 comma p minus 1, it means 2. So again we are calling function. In second calling, previously 2 is this, and again now p equal to 2. Now p equal to 2. So if p equal to 0, so no, there is no p equal to 0. Again return b means 2 into power solve 2 comma 1 p minus 1. So again if p equal to 0, no p equal to 0, so again it will call. So b power solve 2 comma 0. So now p equal to 0, so it will return b, and there is no function calling here, so recursive function will be stopped. So our output will be 2 into 2 into 2, 8. So here we can solve this power solve function using recursively. So again we are execute the program. I write here 3 and power is 4, so 3 is to power 4, so which equals to 81, 84, 81, 3 into 3 into 3. So here advantage of recursive function. So recursive function make code look clean and elegant. So recursive functions code can easily be understand, so we can write the program very easily. A complex task can be broken down into simpler subprogram using recursion. If our program is large, and we can divide large program into small parts using recursive function. Sequence generation is easier with recursion than using some nested iteration. So iteration is also called as looping. So recursion is very easy instead using looping. So we have some disadvantage of recursion functions also. Sometimes the logic behind is recursion is hard to follow through. Sometimes if a problem is very complex and this particular problem cannot be solved by recursion, or using recursion its code will become very tough. So sometimes it is very hard. Recursive calls are expensive as they take up to a lot of memory and time. So generally using looping statement like for, while is occupy less memory and they use very less time to execute the program. But when we are writing program using recursive function, it will occupy lots of memory and it needs very extra time to execute program. And recursive functions are hard to debug. So if in recursive function, if there is some error, so it is very hard to find the error. So generally it needs more experience to find the error in recursive functions.